In Cambridge, Massachusetts, at the Agassiz School, kindergarten teacher Janice Settylund talks about the organization of her classroom.
Remember to write the numeral 10 on the back. The kindergarten is an all-day kindergarten program, which means the children do a full day, the way the other children in school do. I have 20 children. I have an assistant. The children range from ages from 4.6 to 6 years old. There are all different developmental levels in the classroom, so that there are some children that are actually doing 3.5-year-old work, beginning work, colors, numbers, simple counting, to children who are doing very advanced work and place value.
For 15 minutes at the beginning of each day, Ms. Settylund lets the children gather any materials they want to pursue any activity they wish. She calls this transition time.
It's very important for them coming from home to school that they have a little transition time. Say if it's just to draw a picture, just a little bit of transition time that's their own time before they actually start a math challenge or task with me. The design of my classroom has come after many years of scrounging materials. Keys, bread tags, plastic bread tags, collectible small erasers. Children love those. Materials that children really enjoy playing with and that they can also use in multi-purpose ways. And also, children like different size containers. That's also part of math. When they use a specific material, I mean, they have to problem solve.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Not all of those materials are out the first week of school. My room is divided into specific areas for a few reasons. First of all, I like to give the children privacy. And one of the ways I can give them privacy is by dividing an area and putting a partition up. I think that children need to feel that they have private areas that they can go to without being disruptive, and they're safe little areas for them to work. Some children need to be in an isolated area where it's quieter for their learning style. I'm setting up the environment and I'm the facilitator, but I do want them to feel ownership of the classroom. I feel that's very important.
Ms. Settylund now gathers a portion of her class into the meeting area, while the rest of the class works on other projects under the supervision of a teacher's aide.
I need my materials people. Would you please stand up?
Ms. Settylund's group is divided into 2 teams, and a manager and material person are assigned.
Nina, would you please go and get 1 bucket of Unifix cubes? And Tom, would you please go get 1 bucket?
Hey, I know.
Robert, take a look at yours. Did you do a certain number in each train?
Same.
How many did you put in each train before you connected? Count how many in this train for me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
7 in this train? Are there 7 in this train too? Can you count them for me? And count loud so everyone can hear you.
4, 5, 6, 7.
What about this one?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
This one?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And the last one?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All right, now you ready for your challenge? Take a look at the Unifix cubes. What are some ways that you could sort the Unifix cubes? By color? Any other way? By feel. All right, you need to explain that to me. How? How do they feel? So why might some of them be scratchier than others? Robert?
Some of them might be older.
Can we sort these by shape? Why?
Because they're all the same.
Because they're all the same shape. Now,
By size.
now, by size? How can you sort them by size?
Well, some of them might be bigger.
Well, take a look. What do you think? What do you think?
Measure.
All right, you know how I want you to sort them today for me?
Color.
By color. The people who are the materials people, stand up. What do you think you're going to have to get for sorting? Tins. But you know what you need to do? Figure out with your group how many tins you need to start sorting them by colors, and then go get the tins.
How do you know? 9. I forgot white. Not white. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Are those all the colors? All right, Tom, how many tins do you need? 10 to start. All right, go get the 10 containers. How many do you need, Nina? All right.
Oh, no. I thought this was... White or orange? Orange. Okay, then do your orange.
All right, Evan.
Everybody shares all the colors and you can put in whatever you want.
Everyone can do all the colors?
Yeah.
All right.
Mine is filled to mine.
All right, well, talk to Tom about it. If you need another container. Danielle, talk to Tom.
Oh, I see a brown and a dark blue. No, that's a maroon. Let me match this. You're white, Nina. It's a dark maroon. It's a dark maroon. It's a really, really, really dark maroon. No, we put all the different shades of maroon. This in one bucket and one other bucket.
Oh, what did you do over here with the maroon?
We put a dark shade of maroon.
All right.
And then a really dark maroon.
So that instead of 10 containers, how many did you need?
11.
11. How many more did you need?
1.
One more. Great. All right, that's a good idea.
Oh, yeah. We're finished this
Are you
line.
finished? The lesson that we worked on today was a lesson where the children did a little free exploration, they did sorting, they did counting, they did patterning. And you could see today that with that group, it was a cooperative learning group. And it was a little bit of the cooperative learning model where we had the manager and a materials person, and then we had the other children who were assisting and they knew what they were supposed to do. All of that is part of what these standards are encouraging. Over there.
Now, Miss Eddie Lund presents a new challenge.
Emma?
First, the children pick a chip from a fishbowl.
Don't make it yet, though. Don't make it yet. Look over there, Evan.
The students, having selected numbers, build what Miss Eddie Lund calls trains.
So how many are you going to put in your train, Danielle?
The trains must contain the same number of cubes as the number on their chips.
Danielle?
12.
12.
Hey, look. You like that. Look. Got to pick a chip.
Stand it up on your chip like a tower. Great. All right.
8.
All right, let's start with Emma.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Great. Nina, do you want to count yours for me, please?
1, 2, 3.
Great. Hannah?
We both have the same number and
Start from the bottom.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Not blue. You left one part of your airplane down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rocket 7, 8.
What do you need?
And this is the nozzle.
What do you need?
Each student is then asked to build the same number of trains as his or her age.
How old are you, Emma?
5.
And you have one set made? Can you figure out how many more you need to make?
She said no.
Think 3? 4. All right, can you make 4 more of these for me? Go ahead. They don't have to be the same color, but they need to be 8. All right. Nina, what about you? How old are you? 5. And how many do you have made?
You're 3.
Listen to the
No, 5
question.
3/4.
Listen to the question, Nina. Nina, how many do you have made? How many do you have made? 1. You have 1. And we want 5. 4. Great. Daniel, how old are you?
5.
How many more do you need to make?
4.
All right, go ahead. All right. And how many of them did you make? How many trains or towers did you make? 5. Why did you make 5?
0. No. Were you just born? No.
All right, Daniel, connect yours together. Nina, connect yours. And Emma, connect yours.
Ms. Eddie Lund now asks the students to gather their trains together and to explore their various sizes.
Whose train is the shortest? Take a look. Take a look. Whose train do you think? Just say it. You don't have to point. Just say, Evan. Evan, do you think your train is the shortest? Can you give me your train so I can put it over here for the shortest one? We're going to start with the shortest and then go to what? Longest, all right?
I know, Tom.
I don't know whose train has to go next. Beside this one? Whose is this? Nina, put it over here beside Evan's. And Nina, make sure you have it at the baseline. Make sure at the baseline. There you go. Wait a minute now. I need to ask, whose train would come next? Take a look.
Hannah's.
Whose is this? Whose is this?
Robert.
Robert, is this yours? Would yours come next? Can you take your train and just move it over here? Nina, let him do it. Move back, honey, move back. Now you're just going to put it right here for next.
At the base.
Great, at the baseline. Right, at the baseline. Now I need to know whose would go next. Emma, you think yours goes next? All right, let's try it. Take yours, Em, and put it right here. Let's see. Let's see.
It does.
Oh.
Stop at the baseline.
Oh. All right, whose is this? Danielle, move yours over here. Move it over. I'll help you. All right. There we go.
Well, it's so good.
And which is the longest one?
Tom.
All right, Tom, move yours over. Tom, make sure it starts at the baseline. I used the connection of the real world by bringing in the activity with the age, how old they were. It's really important to bring real world situations and things about them, interests about them, into the activities that we're doing. So we were using Unifix cubes, but when they had to take those Unifix cubes and say make 4 trains because they were 4 years old, that's taking that something that is meaningful to them and turning it in integrating it into the math activity that they were doing.
How did Ms. Setilund create a learning environment to make students responsible learners? In what ways did the teacher facilitate collaboration among children in their small groups? Describe the range of mathematics explored in this lesson.